Past 10 years, I think technology, we've seen an increase in digital technology, so everything is increasingly becoming digital, everything from your home fridge to your TV to your computer, obviously, but even to your phone. You see more and more digital technology essentially everywhere in the modern American world.
Media technology was first invented in the early 1900s. Since then, technology has increased and is increasing every day. According to the Huffington Post, about 85% of Americans use technology on a regular basis. Technology that Generation X knows is not obvious to Generation Y.
Man walker?
That would be a tape stereo Walkman.
Well, it's a cartridge holder, a tape cartridge.
Flimsy recorders.
That is, forgot the name of it, but it was pretty much what a flash drive is now.
A hard disk.
That's a VHS tape.
It's a car.
It's a car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's just a tape cartridge.
Huh? Sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
I mean, clearly we're all changed by the fact that we all engage with different kinds of technology on a regular basis. Marshall McLuhan famously points out that the medium is the message, and the idea is that we are all in some ways extended by the technology that we use because it introduces new ways of us interacting to one another in ways that weren't possible before.
Every day I rely a lot on my old flip phone, and that's how my customers get in contact with me, and that's the number that's on my business card. It's a pretty important part of my business is my cell phone. I keep voicemails on it and pictures, and have all my clients' numbers in it, and that's the most important piece of technology I believe that I use.
Your relationship to your friends is different because you can text them on a regular basis. Your relationship to your parents is certainly different because they can call you at any given moment during the day and say, "Where are you?" To me, it wouldn't have necessarily happened before we had kind of portable technology or as much digital technology as we have today. In terms of broader social implications, I mean, that's an interesting question. I'm not sure that we can answer those questions yet, but certainly we have been changed by the introduction of all this technology into our lives.
Even though technology may be increasing, there are still individuals who refuse to change with the time.
I believe that, now, don't misunderstand me, I know you got to have technology to keep up with the rest of the world because it is a technological age in which we live in, but I do believe that it is relied on too much because there's a certain sense of stuff where you don't have to, where everything's at your fingertips. It, I don't say weakens your instincts or whatever, but I believe that you can rely too much on technology because if something happens and solar flare stuff, another ice storm, apocalypse, it's and technology is dampered, then you got to rely on something else besides technology.
I mean, the only thing I get concerned about sometimes is that that people use the technology as a substitute for any sort of kinds of interaction. We've seen growth of things like cyberbullying that wasn't a topic years ago. I mean, bullying, I mean, it used to be only a concern about, say, in children, you know, on the playground. That was the kind of thing. And now we're seeing it more among adolescents online. So those are the kinds of things I worry about, that we're seeing new forms of using technology sometimes to hurt people.
Well, it aggravates me when people are texting right close to each other when they could be talking. You know, that's why I don't understand why you're not talking. You know, you're losing, and it's one of them things I believe that people are losing certain instinct and I don't know the word for it, but kind of what your own natural ability to communicate.
"41% of households worldwide are connected to the internet. The worldwide internet population is estimated at 1.8 billion. In 2000, there were 400 million users, and in 1995, 20 million users.
And I think there'll always be some level of human interaction in everyday life. You know, you might ask the question, I mean, how many screens are we putting between ourselves and other people? I mean, your example of the grocery store self-checkout, I mean, there's still an attendant sitting back there kind of watching all these self-checkout machines. So there is still some kind of human interaction going on there. It's just that we have several screens, no pun intended, between us as individual users and the person in charge of running that technology, right? So you are still interacting with a person, it's just now you're interacting with that person through a screen, to that other person's screen, and now you know, you're still, but there's still a human connection there at the core.
You're losing some of it from, you know, send a text or get on. I've never been on Facebook, but I see other people chatting or whatever they do on it, you know, and then, oh, they put this on Facebook. People will, I think, will say and stuff that they wouldn't say if they was talking directly to you. They'll put it on Facebook because it's different from just saying, you know, right personal, you know, to you. And I'm just not a fan of some of the technology that's out there, because seems a little bit ridiculous to me, you know, why people wants everybody else to know what they're going to have for supper and what time they're going to bed and all that. So I just think it's nobody else's business.
I don't think we'll ever get to the point where it's always just, you know, us all living in our own little virtual worlds, kind of, you know, interacting with other robots or other machines. There's always going to be some human aspect. I think the question to ask is how deep we have to dig to get to that human connection in a more mediated society.